You shouldn't drop everything for a guy. No, you shouldn't. You should not. But we will. We will. But we are aware that we shouldn't. But we're going to. Okay? So, zip it, Nancy.
Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me?
Wow, man. Damn.
Hottest thing a guy can do.
I'm not really into nice guys because I look boys, so I can't really think of anything nice that they can do.
My lucky day. Hell yeah. I'm just joking. All right. And what's the worst thing a guy can do?
I guess be nice.
Be nice.
Because sometimes if you're too nice, it gives like, it's like the ick.
Really?
You know? Because it's like, why are you so nice?
Do you like when guys like degrade you type shit? Is that what you like?
Not degrade me, but like, you know. Because I feel like if a guy is nice, that means he gets no girls. And that's like a turn off, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But then I'm on social media like, I want a guy that gets no bitches, but like, that's just not true, so.
Okay.
A lot of people will make comments like, why don't you go after him for child support or whatever? But for me, it's like all about protecting my child. If the dad's not interested in seeing your child, hasn't really shown to have a care in the world about him, and almost has like a negative mindset about it, I would then have to give him rights to my child, put him on the birth certificate, which he's not on, and my child would possibly have to go be alone with him without me, and I wouldn't be able to protect my child. And I don't know if this man is safe for my child to be around. So I don't take child support because I want to protect my child from this person that I barely know. Like, I'm not saying that he would do something.
Yeah.
But like, you don't know that, and he hasn't had the best attitude towards it. So that's why I don't, because I care more about my child than getting like a little bit of help.
How old are you?
19.
You have a boyfriend?
I do.
How long now?
2 years.
2 years. Where's he at?
Dallas.
So it's long distance?
Yes.
How's that been working out for you?
It's been good.
But how often do you see him?
Every month.
Once a month?
Yeah.
Do you go to him or does he come to you?
He comes to me.
So how long would you stay in this relationship before you say, you know what, I can't do the long distance no more?
Probably 3 weeks.
Another 3 weeks?
If I were to, I'm gonna say like 4 weeks. Like, I know how to handle my shit. I can be independent type shit.
So why not just break up with him now?
I could. Like, I very much could.
So he doesn't care about the fact that you're out on 6 like this?
He does.
Does he know that you're dressed like this? No, why haven't you told him?
I haven't told him.
Why not?
I mean, I will. If I need to, I will.
How old are you?
25.
Why do you think you're single?
Just not looking for a relationship right now. I'm about to move over like a state, so I don't want to get into a relationship when I'm about to move.
So how long was your last one?
Like almost 5 years, 4 or 5 years.
And did you break up with him or did he break up with you?
It was pretty mutual. We were long distance for a long time. Just finally decided it wasn't going to work.
What made you think in the beginning long distance was gonna work?
I think because we eventually planned on like living in the same space and then just like different life opportunities, we decided to take those, and so we just did that instead.
Did you ever start seeing somebody before you broke it off with him?
No, I did not.
Now, why didn't you go that route? Even if you knew that it wasn't gonna work out.
Oh, because I figured if I wanted to start seeing somebody else that I'd break it off first.
So why do you think so many people, tend to start looking before they break it off?
Probably because they're cowards and they can't decide to just break it off with somebody, and they always think that they have to try something new, and it's like, if you don't like what you have right in front of you, then just...
How long you been...
I got a phone call from my girlfriend and she's like, a guy hit her. I've confronted him and I said, bruv, like, why are you hitting my girlfriend for? We had a fight, just a physical fight. It happened in the shop. And then I remember coming out of the shop and something just said, look behind you. I looked behind me and I just saw this guy with the longest kitchen knife. I just remember it like a big silver kitchen knife. So I said to myself, when I turn around, I'm gonna try to deflect the knife. By doing that, as I've done that, he took a step back and just went bang in my neck. It felt like a circuit broke. I had a big flash of white. I went bing, and I just heard my ears ringing like ring. As soon as he'd done that, my arm just dropped to the side, boom. And then he come at me and he started stabbing me again. So the policewoman stops me and she's like, what's going on? We heard there's a fight. I was like, no, I don't know fight. I'm cool. She's like, no, listen, we heard there's a fight here. you're involved, cream jacket it. And after she looked at me, she went, cold red, multiple stab wounds, like my top was just turning red by the second, but I got a cream thing on now. I remember my neck's cut, my belly's cut. I'm like everywhere, the blood's just coming through me now. She's like, cold red. She put me on the floor. She's like, get an ambulance. And next thing I remember, where they put me in an ambulance, the first thing I kept saying to the doctor, I can't move my arm. Why can't I move my arm? They didn't care about that because at that time I'd already lost 40% of my blood. So they were just trying to stop me from losing blood now. And then after that, I just remember waking up 2 days later in a hospital.
I'm gonna go to the store.
Huh?
I'm gonna go to the store.
Okay.
Are you gonna go with me?
I mean, if you want me to, I was gonna play the game, but...
So playing the game's more important than going to the store with me?
No, I didn't say...
What if someone tries to take me?
I didn't say that. I mean, I'll go with you if you want me to go with you.
No, because then you're gonna be mad, and you're gonna have attitude walking through the store, and you're gonna try to rush me.
Alright, then I'll just stay here and play the game.
So you're really just gonna stay here?
Okay.
Because the game's more
see
important?
What that means? I'll just go.
No,
Hey,
because
I'm
you're
already-
just gonna be in a bad mood, and I don't want to have to deal with that.
Bro, why you always be doing this shit? You just asked me if I wanted to go, and then if I say no, that just automatically means I don't love you. I know exactly what that means, and I'm gonna make the right decision, and I'm gonna go. Boys,
Because-
I'm gonna be on it in a little bit.
If you really wanted to go, you would have just came. You wouldn't have turned on your game.
Do you not want me to go?
Do you want to go?
Bro.
I only want you to go if you really want to go.
I'm telling you that I'm gonna go. I want to play the game, but I also love you. So if that means that I can I'm just gonna go.
Okay,
That's it.
fine then.
All right.
Let's go then. Hurry up.
This is exhausting as a man. I mean, I'm exhausted watching it. The truth is that his lady wanted to fight, so she created a fight. There is literally no right answer, and nothing that he could say to prevent her from making him out to be the bad guy. It is exhausting and really messed up.
So here's a map of registered sex offenders in Los Angeles. All these individual little dots. I'm gonna randomly click on one, and you get $1 million if you accurately guess the gender. You wouldn't take those chances in a hypothetical situation, so women aren't going to take those chances in real life. For women, it is all men until proven otherwise. While women can be on this list, and it's possible, it's not as probable. And that's the point here. If the small percentage of women who do it upset you, then why wouldn't the large percentage of men who do it upset you too? Because you're not an advocate against assault, you're an advocate against women. And that's exactly what makes you good guys so dangerous.
You really want to know why men are sick of hearing this message? It is because you said, quote, why wouldn't the large percentage of men upset you too? When men know, you know, we all know that it is not the majority of men. Even when you run the numbers, look, I did a quick Google search and you guys can check me on this, but I found that there are 750,000 offenders in the US. Let's say about 75% of them are male, because apparently Google says 25% are female, for a grand total of 562,000. The total male population is 165 million. When you do the math, that is 0.34% of males. So I think it becomes pretty clear that this message is purely to demonize men and doesn't really have anything to do with keeping women safe.
Actually dating a high value man takes a totally different kind of woman.
Right. It requires someone with value. If you date somebody who brings a lot of value to the table, that person is going to expect you to bring similar value to the table. That's what people don't seem to get about the table argument. This is not just money. So men will say, what do you bring to the table? And then women will say, I am the table, because they don't want to be expected to contribute financially. But that's not the only kind of value that there is. There's quality time, there's affection, there's conversation, there's acts of service. You have to start thinking of relationships as a transaction of everything that he does for you and everything that you do for him. So if you want to be with someone high value, then you have to be high value, or else you're going to be just another option. I recently gave my take on the hot crazy matrix. It's called the Delta Hot Index, and this is the women's side. These are relationships with men who have a lot less value than you, and these are relationships with men who have a lot more. Women often tend to end up in this situationshipy area because they go for a high value man and they assume that they can just be the table and relax and have fun all the time. But when a man is bringing this much value, he needs to feel like he's getting the same amount back. I think she just found this out the hard way.
Girls think that they want to date a high value man until he starts calling you out for not taking responsibility, before he starts holding you accountable, before he has higher standards for you than you have for yourself.
It sounds like she wanted to be a princess and it didn't work out. This is the princess treatment flowchart. Girls who want to be princesses, usually they start by demanding simping. That's where you do everything and she does nothing, as depicted here. So if the man does not simp for her and she doesn't understand why, she might move on to the next guy, in which case her age will go up and value reciprocally down. But if the man does choose to simp, that's where he offers lots and lots of value in exchange for nothing. Often there is a request for reciprocation. I think that's where she is now. And what's her assessment?
I've never heard anyone talk about like actually dating a high value man takes a totally different kind of woman. I have other friends who are dating like very loving, very successful, perfectionist, ambitious men, and it is not for the weak.
I think we might be experiencing a maturity crisis. Basically, people are exposed to so much immediate gratification, just your feelings are valid, that they're in this cycle of how can I get my way, and they're never thinking about what is their role in their relationships. I have had this relationship before, that's why I drew it. I've dated the girl who wanted me to provide all the money and the housework and the chores and the cooking and the cleaning and can you also rub my feet before I go out without you? See you later. And that relationship didn't last. I know I always draw girls in the wrong because these are my memories. I don't date guys. But whoever you are, you need to be focusing on what you have to offer and what you are offering, because that is your value. And if you're going for people who have a lot more value than you, you're just gonna end up in a bad situation. Some people say this one's not so bad. I don't know. I wouldn't do it.